I got full video right now. Who's ready for the final race of the Mega Drone X? We are gonna roll. The only whole shot rule is a mid-air. We're not doing that thing where everyone has to go through. Don't have time for that. Thumbs up for good video. All bets are off. We've been playing that all weekend long. You don't want to be the first one to crash. You don't want to be the first one to crash. No. No. You get nothing. You've waited. You get nothing. If you're not the first one to crash, yeah, buddy, you're going to India to compete for your share of $150,000. As long as you're not the first one to crash, February, it's freezing here. We're going to the land of curry and $150,000, the second richest drone race in the history, as long as you're not the first one to crash. All right, pilots. Top three getting a lot of prizes as well. Let's do this thing. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. The final race as we go down that long straightaway and looking like some shaky video, but everyone's still flying. They want that trip to India thanks to Smash and a lot of cash as we roll out here. Opening lap, is it going to be heads up? It is. Heads up, McStrally Control, Nurk, Pilster, Freefall, Droner, and the first one down is Lolders. He's the only one not going to India. Now everyone's going to be getting on a plane. Now heads up, leading victory lane right now. Nurk in number 2 spot, then McStrally, then Freefall, then Bilster. I'm hearing oohs and ahs as they are not celebrating on the sideline. Will we have a... That was your leader, heads up, so he's down. It's Nurk and McStrally, 1 and 2. Then Freefall and Bilster. They're working on lap number 4. They have 5 to go to keep on that pressure. There's some ringer dingers on the backside. We just lost our TQ. He is done. So the story once again is Nurk. It's deja vu all over again. Watch him do some damage at Grand Rapids. Watch him do some damage not too long in Newport. Watch him do a lot of damage on those podiums over 2016 and 17. He is leading the field and we are down to 3. If you are flying, you are on our podium as our top 3. Nurk, your leader. Droner, there were 2 spots, 7 seconds back. Freefall went down, and now it is nothing but a victory lap here inside of the Mega Caverns for our final 2 in the air. Will it be Droner? Will it be Nurk? Let's see. Nurk may do some flippy floppies and create a mistake. 9.9 seconds separating 1 and 2. Here comes Nurk onto the final lap. White flag flying, and Droner working his way around onto his final lap right here. They'll both do 8 to finish first and second as we go around through the high side of the tunnel. Here comes Nurk. He's waiting for Droner. Droner's coming for him right here. Nurk sweeping around to our checkered line. Nurk is your Mega Drone X champion. Droner, your reserve champion out of the consolation bracket. Freefall gets a big podium to round out 2017, 3rd overall. Joining them, thanks to Smash Productions in India in February, for their share of $150,000 is Bilster 4th, McStrally 5th, Heads Up FPV 6th, and Control 7th. Rounding out our top 8th, Lolders, part of Team Canada. As celebrations are happening, prizes are being rolled out as we get set to snap photos and high fives, getting people to their airlines. Not the craziest finish, but some great race in there, especially around laps 3, 4, 5. You saw that leader change. Heads Up had led it at one point. McStrally was almost up into the lead. Nurk, once Nurk got out front, it was his right there. We saw some pounded laps. Everyone with 11s pretty much in that one. And Nurk just carried it home after lap number 4. He took the lead on 4, carried it right through to the end to be our 2017 Mega Drone X champion.
Hello everyone, looks like day 3 is finally in the books. We are wrapped. We are tired, but we got plenty of content definitely put on air. Probably over 10 plus hours, so we're going to try to break it up into snippets For anybody who listens, it's going to get a little spammy on our podcast, but trust me, it's great content. You're going to want to listen to a lot of it. We got a lot of pilots that gives a lot of great knowledge that everybody should know, and we also have a few vendors in there that are really good at explaining what the current situation of FPV is. Isn't that right?
Yeah. We talked to a lot of people. I swear, out of 150 pilots, we probably talked to at least 110.
We talked to a lot of people. We didn't record all of them, but we talked to a lot of them.
We did talk to a lot of people.
So for this podcast, we're going to go in reverse order. First one we're going to talk about is Joe Scully and his wrap-up. So for those of you who just want to know how Megadrone X ended, you can definitely do that. And you can go on to Facebook to see who all the winners are. Then what you're going to hear are the winners of the Intermediate League. So the three places, first, second, and third.
Yeah.
We got a chance to sit down, really do a great interview with them. Great bunch of folks. You know, they're going to have a chance to go to Mumbai to represent the United States, and I can't be happier for them. They sat down, really gave us a great interview.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we're going to do a little BSing, as they say it. Ryan Walker from FPV Canada, he came on, talked some stuff, and then David French came over, started an argument on our podcast. That was a really long argument, so we're going to edit it down a little bit. Some of it probably isn't qualified to be going onto a podcast, so we're going to edit those out, and then we're going to wrap.
Right.
So, okay, let's go ahead and start with
Joe Scully.
Joe Scully.
Day 3 in the books and another marathon, Megadrone X. This time we're done earlier than last time, and of course another shot of bourbon from my good friend Flying Francis, and we are mega done. Big racing, lots of drama, storylines. We watched some great DVR reviews, some mid-airs, and a lot of people thought mid-airs were going to happen before that start-finish gate, flying 8, and even though that gate's 10 foot wide, they're like, oh, crazy starts. The mid-airs were on the final turn before the start-finish gate on the final laps. We saw it with Jared and Falcon X, who are team pilots, who are first and second in a heat to advance in closer to the finals. And Jared hitting the ground, bouncing up, Falcon X going loosey-goosey, Gab 707 going into the backside of him, and that was some storyline and drama. This event, I thought Jared was going to win. I've been watching him all season long, and I mean, that was some drama there with that mid-air. Other mid-airs, you take out, Free Fall got taken out at one point, and he was in the loser's bracket, making it up. He had a tough go of it. Lots of pilots with tough goes of it, and just bad luck. No video issues in those instances. But then there was all kinds of pilots with wins. Really excited to see Nurk win another one. He's just on fire 2017. He's not just a guy who chases trains. I saw him win, a month ago up in Michigan, watch him win again. So great to see Nurk. He started as a freestyler, now he's a racer. He's at the top of the board. Then McStrally, TQ on both courses. Fastest lap on one of the two. And at least, he won one of them. He had some bad luck as well in the championship. But, he gets some prizes. Some other guys getting a piece of the podium. Like Free Fall finally getting the podium. He got robbed at the Multi-GP National Championships. Team Racing, Team Canada, they got robbed, I think, in International Open. Last year, they were a little weaker. They're part of Team Ready Made RC as they won that one. Part of their other team was on another team, didn't do so good, but now Team Canada, they were the fastest in practice. They won the team race by a bunch, and some Canadians were second. So lots of big winners, a great event, and finished about 4 hours faster than last year. So it was a win, and everyone flew more. The TBS spec class race and pro and micro. We're really excited. I think the top 32 in pro got to fly 21 times with 150 pilots inside a cave. Those are huge numbers. It always can be better. I think anyone who didn't make the top 32, they flew Friday and Saturday. If they're here both days, they flew 16 times between the two courses. So we're happy about that. Lots of smiles. A few people that, didn't have their weekend, but, that's any competition. It wasn't their day. And once again, this is a legendary event.
Psst, don't tell Alvin this, but I snuck in another interview. Here's Todd Walls giving his roll-up feedback for the Megadrone X 2017.
Well, I had a blast. I mean, I think the pilots had a blast, having two courses that one that was a little more technical than the other one being the fast one, the one that the legacy course, I would say, the second annual course. Everybody loved that one, but it was a battery burner, you know what I mean? A little bit of a challenge, so you had to throttle back in certain scenarios. Even Nurk, when he was going for his final lap and second place finisher was, running up his crawl there, he was praying himself across the line, mainly because he did full throttle for, most of his laps, and then got to the end of the battery almost before he got to the end of the course. So that was interesting. So the skill of holding yourself back was pretty neat to see. A lot of up-and-comers out here, young guns and old folks alike that have been around for years and, making a name for themselves and, on the podium, going to India. What more could you ask for when there's big money involved and flying in a cave? Hey, you know what I mean? Speeder bike in the woods, pod racing experience like no other. I think that's what everybody wants, right? So.
Hey, I got a lot of feedback saying that this was the best live stream ever. So
oh, really?
Have you improved?
Well, I think it's processes, equipment. I think as the sport evolves, we're trying our best to work off of a flip-flop budget, not even a shoestring budget. So if you know what that is, but we've got some good sponsors that routinely back us. Futaba, Ready Made RC is our premier sponsor across the board every single month, helping us out to make it to the races and to support that end of the sport. Of course, they support the other end too. Fat Shark, is always a good supporter of not only us, but of course the sport as a whole. I think I said Futaba as well. But FPVLive.tv is evolving, and we're looking forward to doing more races in 2018. We've got some pretty cool things on the schedule that'll be coming out soon. We'll be doing Sebring as a big one. Yeah, that'll be cool. And who knows? We might be going overseas for another race here soon. But I don't know.
We'll see, right?
Yeah,
Only
right.
Time will tell.
Only time will tell. So what about you, man?
So that was Joe Scully, the Magic Man himself, making everything happen.
The voice of FPV racing.
The voice of FPV racing. And definitely the racing was good. Really enjoyed the Pro Series and how it went down. Obviously, spec was a little bit different this year. It didn't quite go as flowing as Joe Scully would like it, but, that's something to hopefully do better next year.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to work on things. If things don't work out the first way or don't go the way you want to, that's why we have an opportunity to do it again.
That's right. And on the intermediate side, the racing on the intermediate side, it was not bad at all. It was actually really good. The intermediate pilots, they weren't as fast as the pro pilots, but they are by no means slow. They can definitely be contenders in like the multi-GP qualifiers easily. You know, they were fast and they were really great, and we're really happy to have one local from the Midwest going and one from over in Detroit. Americano, I don't really know where he is, so I can't say anything. What did you think of the intermediate class?
It was definitely, you could tell the difference from the intermediate class and the pro class. The intermediate class, when they moved up to the pro track, you could tell it was a little slower, but it was still exciting racing.
It was still very exciting.
Down from the start, from we go in 5 all the way to the buzzer.
Hey guys, congratulations on winning the intermediates. All 3 of you are going over to Dubai. How does it feel?
Feels amazing, man.
Yeah,
First
it's
big
awesome.
race,
Yeah,
I had a
it's like
blast.
thinking about it, and then now it's actually like happening, and it's like, wow, it did happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm still shaking.
Wow.
I'm still shaking.
Show hands. Show hands.
Oh, look at this. They are all shaking. Hey, Mark, you're the local here.
Yeah.
You're the hero right now. What do you think?
It's awesome. I can't believe it. Yeah.
Definitely. So can you go ahead, introduce yourself? First place.
Dallas Kemp, Merca FPV, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah.
I'm Mark Bryan, known as Boomerang, and I'm from Frankfort, Kentucky.
Cool.
I'm Rick Koulis from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, and I'm known as Ricky Bobby.
Hey. Talladega Nights?
Talladega Nights, baby.
Talladega Nights.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Shake
I don't know what to do with my hands.
All right, so like
I'm on
tell
fire,
us the race from your point of view, getting first place.
Oh man, I honestly, all the heats, I just tried to stay back and wait, let everyone kind of take off so I wouldn't get mid-aired, and then kind of just watch the pack and try to catch up as much as I could. I had the motors to hit that straightaway, so I kind of just kept everyone in line and tried to find a good line, and that was it. Oh, five big motors, 2308s.
I kind of started off kind of rough. I was in like 8th place, started out, and then I just kept pushing my way up, and then eventually ended up in 2nd and just kept following the line.
Wow, 8th?
Yeah, I had
Very last.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's some good movement.
Yeah,
That is.
that's some good flying. What about you?
Yeah, well, usually I'd probably try to take the whole shot, but I crashed my really fast machine the previous round, so I went to the 3, which is my little secret weapon, I guess. And, you know, I kind of let everybody cruise. I didn't want to get too far behind. I let some people go ahead of me. And I figure everybody just find their line, and, you know, whoever's going to win at that point, you know, it's going to happen. You know, whoever's going to go faster is going to change position and just try to avoid crashing.
Cool. I'm going to bring it over to Elvin where he can, you know, talk to you about more about racing in Mumbai and all this cool stuff that you're going to get.
Right on, right on.
All right, guys. Let's do this quick and get this over with, because I know you guys are ready to get back and change and get ready for something else and maybe watch the other races. So this whole trip is going to be amazing. You guys are going on a trip across the world to the other side of the planet, to Mumbai, and you're going to get to fly epic, you know, flights, all expenses paid. What does that feel like? I mean, because we all dream about this kind of stuff. You know, tell these people what it's like to now know that you're going.
Well, geez, man. First, I think it's the bragging rights. Hey,
Yes.
I'm going to Mumbai.
Yeah. You're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So first, I think it's kind of like that. But then second, man, India is an exotic place. I've always wanted to go. I've been to Asia a long time ago, and it'd be kind of cool to get back east a little bit just to check things out, you know.
Nice.
You know, and I don't know what the scene is in India with drone racing. I have no idea what I'd be walking into.
Right.
But I'm stoked to just find out.
Right, right,
You know?
right. I mean, it's a beautiful place. We know it has a lot of cultural, you know, history. So there's opportunities.
I'm
to
bringing
see
my
those things.
freestyle drone too.
Oh,
See
yeah,
that?
definitely.
Oh,
See
yeah.
that? And what about you, Boomer?
Well, I mean, I never expected I would ever be able to go to India and race, but I think now is the time to get to practicing, and hit the track.
You know, you guys, you're going to need a passport.
Yeah.
You got yours?
Oh, I got a passport.
I just updated it like a couple years ago.
There you go, because you're going to need
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah.
They won't let you leave here without one.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never been out of the country like that
Never?
far, so that'll be a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
me either.
Oh,
Never been.
man, you're
Completely different.
You're going to be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for coming on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
We'd like to have you guys back on, split you guys up and get a little bit more in depth on your knowledge and your race tactics and all those things. So keep up your social media accounts.
America F, yeah.
Boomerang FPV.
We got you.
Yep.
What about you, Ricky Bobby?
I don't do too much really, but if anything, I might be known as Ricky or maybe just Ricky Bobby on some things.
Okay.
Maybe on multi-GP I'm Ricky Bobby, so
Okay. Got to be that then.
gonna have to start
Right. Because you're going to Mumbai.
going to Mumbai,
Yeah.
baby. Namaste.
That'd be sweet. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So there you go. That's the intermediate interview. The pro class, we didn't really get a chance to interview them, mostly because we were running a little bit behind on schedule, as Joe Scully kind of pointed out. So everybody was scrambling to get out of the Mega Cavern. So we decided to forego that. First place going to Nurk FPV. We're going to have him onto the podcast in which he can, talk to us about his journey, because it was a rather interesting one. If you saw him on day one, you would not have believed that he actually would have won the race, given how badly it went for him on day one.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
So you're gonna have to wait for that one. But you can say that the pro class, you can watch it at fpvlive.tv
Yep.
and enjoy yourself over there. But we're gonna go ahead to go on to something that's a little bit more amusing. This is the podcasting that we were doing live at the event when the racing was going on. Ryan Walker, he decided to come by, and he's a fun guy to talk to, and he's really interesting. So we let him onto the podcast, and we just talked for like hours. So here's some excerpts of it. David French eventually came on over. I put a set of headphones on him. Regretted it about 20 minutes later, but you know what? We had some really interesting conversations, and it's definitely worthy of putting onto the podcast. Just don't kill us over the fact that we get a little bit boring when it comes to discussions about the business side of drone racing.
Right. I mean, it does get a little boring, but you know, if you just listen through, you'll laugh your ass off.
What's going up? Is this the first race?
Yeah.
First race.
Intermediate, right?
Intermediate, first race. We got Canada up there, Adam Palmlicks.
Right.
Yep. Raced him just a couple of weeks ago, actually. He's pretty quick. He's just coming out of the woodworks now. He's
Really?
Yeah, he's just starting to race a bit.
How long has he been flying?
Oh, probably only a year or 6 months. It's not a long time, but you can see now he's pushing.
He's got the skills.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys teaching him racing techniques.
He was working with, I better not say the wrong company, a quad company.
Quad company.
Yeah, he was working, and then he's, it was Great Hobbies. You know Great Hobbies?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was working for them, and now he's just like steered away, and he's going to concentrate on the drone racing side and even organization with Chamois. So
Nice.
Pretty cool. So, Ryan, what have you been doing all this time?
Well, we're working hard, and between all that, it's flying as much as possible. Absolutely.
You still doing your construction gig?
I am. Concentrating more on drone flying, so I was back down on my position as foreman. Just going back down and doing a few less hours so I can actually get some flying in. It's worth it, in my opinion, because we just came first in team race.
Come on, Ryan. You're like the team manager, man. You're always going to be needed.
I want to be here.
Win.
Yeah, promoting the sport is what we're at. Racing hard, promoting the sport, practicing, getting all the local boys to, get together, get them organized. You got to prod them sometimes,
Well,
Come
like I said yesterday, you guys basically have like the fucking team. The team.
We have the team.
Yeah, you guys got Gab,
Liam,
David.
Loaders is on
just
there.
Wow, it's overwhelming for some people,
Oh, yeah, I know.
Y'all walk in and they go, oh, shit.
People know us at the airport. Gabs get stopped all the time. When I'm just today on the way, sorry, not today, on Friday. Who's just like, oh yeah, Gab, is it you're Gab, right? Right. Like, yeah. Are you gonna go race another DRL race now? Right. It's like, no, we're going to Kentucky, man.
Right. Where's Kentucky? Where's that?
Yeah. What's the cave? You guys in caves?
So tell people like, what? You're in a cave?
Yeah.
Like, what type of cave? A small little cave?
Right.
Like, no, it's a gigantic cave. It's a mega cave. Like,
your whole family could live in here.
Seriously, you don't understand how big it is until you come.
Right.
And then you see that map over there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god.
And especially when you realize that you drove over this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What the hell?
You see the sign?
Is there buildings on top of it?
Yeah, all the way. Yeah, the zoo is right there.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's even crazier.
You go over there a little bit. That's Wendy's. You know the Wendy's?
Yeah, right.
It's right there.
It's just up above.
Yeah.
Should drill a tunnel, drop a chute.
I know. Hey, you know what they should? They should make a whole.
Wendy's tube, a McDonald's tube.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Stand by order tube number 4.
Yeah, that's it. Press the screen
Ryan,
if you're ready.
Which people from Team Canada made it to the finals?
We got Liam Lolders, and we've got Gab 707. So Gabrielle Kosher. Those two guys made it. Unfortunately, Pew and I, we were 31 and 32, but they had the last round to do on there, so another 50 pilots.
Right.
So it bumped us back down to like 40 something. So
that sucks.
That's the name of the game. But out of 150 pilots, if you want to be above 50%, and you come to an event, you don't crash out, things are working. I think that's. You've done above 50.
Right.
You've done a good job, right? Anything off
better
that,
than 30% of the rest of them.
That's it. If you put so much pressure on yourself and the guys too, you got to come first. Be first. Why we're going there? Be first. It doesn't work, man. I tell you. Like, just set the bar like a good pace,
right?
And then we'll build up on that as you're racing through.
Right. Everybody just finish. That's
sometimes
all I
in the
tell
end,
my team.
If you want to qualify,
just finish.
That's it. If you want to qualify in the end, like half my races, that's my trick, right?
Right.
I just wait for everyone to crash and just zoom on through.
It's also tough when you guys missed the first day of practice, because you were flying down. Or driving? Driving or flying?
No, we're never, ever driving ever again. Ever again.
I still remember that story.
Dude, that was a 16-hour journey from here when we finished to work. I went straight to work.
You were dead that day, weren't you?
I was sleeping in the truck. Don't tell the boss. I was dead. But totally worth it.
All of y'all look like y'all have been drained of your essence.
Oh, man. Drone racing, people don't understand that it is physically draining as well as it is mentally. Your body gets tired, even though you're not doing much, because you're just stressed or you're like concentrating, hyped up all the time. It just really drains you fully. Gab and I, we go back sometimes. Man, tired. Gab's like, huh? Doesn't even respond. Oh, you're tired, bro. Just go to bed, man.
It's like
because he's usually quick with a response, right?
And smart responses, but he's turned off. Gets too tired. But
he goes, he's tired.
Oh, he works hard, right? He's one of the fastest out there, man.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it.
He's somebody that you got to contend with when he shows up,
People see him.
Just like you. I mean, you too.
I push.
Most of you guys' team is like that,
I'm fourth in Canada.
Right.
And then Eric on our team's third. Lolders is second and Gab's first.
It's no joke.
Yeah, well, Team Canada, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Canada. We're up there. We push it.
That's what y'all need now. You need outside of the Canada flag right around it. You need 2 big arms up like that. Yeah, we carry the weight.
We want Canada props. We want Canada frames. We want Canada stuff. We want all that stuff just to have it, why not? We're talking the NX graphics over there, and he's got stickers for your goggles and your remote.
Yeah.
We're going to do Team Canada ones and goggles and have all the same kit.
I just talked to him. He said he's going to do a FPV podcast screen for radio too. So, I'm looking forward to that.
Wow, that was loud.
I like that.
What was that?
I don't know. That was Joe getting run over by Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, Ryan.
Yeah.
Tell us about the team win.
So, team win. How did we strategize? Go fast.
Go fast.
Oh, come on. That can't be only
Okay, so there's a little bit of an... when the team race was started, we got... give us your 4 pilots. 3 pilots plus a support. And after that, I was busy, so I missed one email, okay? That one email was sent out to people and sent to me. I get so many emails and messages on Facebook. I don't know. I missed it. So we asked Bull to take Eric's place because Eric was very sick yesterday with food poisoning. So we said, come on, Bull. He's like, all right, you want me to stay another night with my mum and dad? I'm like, yeah, we need you for tomorrow. Stayed another night, and then he came here. Oh, there's only 2 pilots, actually. And he's like, oh, sorry, bro. Can you be the prop changer?
Oh, man. Way to crush a man's dreams, Ryan.
But he told me at the end, he says, that's the most fun I've had not flying. Like, he says, you saw his face. He was in the zone. I was pushing him too. I said, man, look there. Make sure that's ready. Is his quad battery the right way? Little things to keep you on the ball. Keep going. And he did it. He did it. He did a really good job.
Right? In the pits? I mean, you have, because the pilot's trusting you to get that quad up right.
So in the pits, you have to look towards who's flying. There's 2 guys up on stage, right? You got to see where the quad is in the air. You got to watch my screen that I had.
Right.
You got to make sure the quad's next is in your hands with, XT60 just ready to plug. You got to know, have you got the right quad? It's the battery charge. Just check the props. All at the same time. It's intense, to say the least. Yeah, absolutely incredible.
It's not, I mean, you've been in a bunch of races, team races now.
Yep.
And, you've learned a few tricks, and part of being properly ready on everything and paying attention to detail is very crucial to getting one of these quads in the air and flying properly, because you can throw the CG off, and if a pilot takes off and the CG's too far back, it could ruin his day.
Okay, exact example of that is at Muncie, Indiana. We had the team race there. We came first as well. Sorry, we did not. In teams 2 didn't. I was in team 2, unfortunately. But what happened was Liam's quad had a battery, 1800 large battery, and he needed it slightly forward. If not, it just he didn't like it. He's like, he likes it particular. So one time we didn't put the battery so far forward, and you just see his flying was just a little off, and it's just a small thing.
Right.
Like I put the grip tape lock, whatever that grip lock is,
Uh-huh.
like straight on to each other. He says, no, it needs to be just a bit forward. And, like these little tiny things can make a racer just a little bit quicker.
Right.
You know, like they're
So
set
when
up. You know.
When you were racing down here, how was your team performing? Did it lead right off the bat, or did you
We
have to
had-
fight your way through?
We didn't have the whole shot, I don't think. I think that was race flight at the start. But at the same time, people were starting from pits and on the line over here. Like, they were just starting because it's such a long race. If you're all starting on one line or you're halfway around, it does make a difference. You're losing half a lap. So I didn't understand why some of them were taking off from the pits and not the start-finish. Those guys obviously were a lap behind off the bat. So we had that advantage to us, and it's not a trick or anything like that.
Right.
It's you should be there.
Right.
You just start off in the wrong spot. So that's one trick for you guys out there. Start off from the start-finish line, right next to the timing gate.
Right.
Right next to the timing gate.
Right next to the time.
So consistency won you the race, and along with some speed.
No, I think it was speed. Yeah, I think it was speed. The guys were very consistent, actually. Liam had an upset because this is funny, right? Plugs one quad in, put it on the ground, ready to go. You see him start to spin his props. Video goes out immediately. Oh, what? Okay, grab the next one immediately. And that's when you need a guy on the screen.
Right.
A guy grabbing the quad and unplugging and plugging. Then I got to get back to the screen. Check. No, grab the next one. So hustled, throw it, and I got to unplug. So I got to run out there, I'm an unplugger. He's a plugger. You know, like you got your duty.
Yeah.
Don't do anything else. Just do it. That's simple. So, you know, quad back up. Now, Liam, he shot out. My quad didn't work. Oh, which quad is it? It's the same quad, you know, like 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, but they have slight differences. And so he starts coming around, and you see he's like a little swooshy. You're like, what's going on? All right, misses the gate, the timing gate, but just slightly. Quick turnaround. No one was in the traffic. No traffic was there. Got through the gate. Then after that, he got a little bit swash again. Hit the ceiling. It's like, you know, just like a small change can give you a minute of like,
right.
Oh no.
So you got to
you know, like
yourself.
uncertainty.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a battle for the pilots for sure. You got to get past the nervousness. And
Well, hey, congratulations for the win. You know,
Yeah.
that's a really big thing to do. You got to go against 8 teams, and they were all gunning for it.
Right.
They were fast. Yeah, it was quite different than last year. Last year, Gab and I,
I
were
heard
already
from
made
David that it was a lot faster, and the pits guys or the marshals out there, they were all scared.
Oh yeah, it was screaming.
Right.
We had a moment too that one guy came in to pit, but he pitted over the table where 3 guys were in between 2 heads, nearly just above. He just over that's the everyone's like excited. Park there, and you're like, where is it? All of a sudden, you've gone too far. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got a little bit of danger as well. All right.
Well, yeah. You know, like last year we had me and Y, we were on the team running around grabbing people's quads and stuff.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
And remember we had a couple of close ones. You know,
yeah.
Get on the ground, dive bomb,
Hit the ground.
Dude, I do not miss doing field marshal work. Even in IO when they had the raised gates, like
Yeah.
you run out there, you just never know.
I got hit.
You
I got hit in the back. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, with the quad. He
That
came
had
and
to hurt.
landed in our pits, but didn't. He just was like, "Where's the pits?" and just cut off because he thought he was gonna go over the net.
Uh-huh.
So he just cut off. He was and he went back, right into the back of my back as I was waiting to plug a quad. Ow! What's going on? The quad lands. Whoa! What am I gonna do? Ground plug. Get another quad. Hit in the back. Like, oh my god!
Stay focused.
Oh my gosh!
It was
hold on,
intense.
we got to get the.
We're gonna get one more guy, man.
What
No.
do you want?
Ryan's always bothering.
No, he ain't.
He's
What do you need?
I just want to bounce you.
Bounce me. Yeah. What do you mean?
We're joined by David. He's here harassing Ryan, which is quite normal.
Yeah.
We should mic him up. Come on,
David, get
do it.
up in this.
Come on.
I gotta work.
Oh, this
he's
is
lying. He is lying.
Here he is. Come on in.
Yeah, there you go. So tell us about Mumbai and the partnership that's going on with the IDRL. What's going on there?
What's going on?
Yeah, it's like, how's it all work?
How much money we got?
Well, sign says $150,000.
No, I
That's
mean
only for
we
the
got-
racers. That's for like Ryan.
Oh, for Ryan.
I wish.
You know what? I got to talk about the team aspect of that too, because they're going to
Are
do
we
a
doing
team.
teams
Oh yeah,
in India?
in India. Yeah.
We don't get to go.
Not
Do
you.
we?
No, we're going to take the second place team.
I was just about to flick a switch right there. Ding. I wish that was my dream too. India has got a lot of money for sport. Some of the cricket players over there get 25 million. Cricket.
It's no joke.
Great amount of money.
It's no joke.
Look at the population, though. You know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
got billions of people. It's
Well,
like China.
Mr. Walker, you shouldn't focus on the money.
No, I don't actually.
You will not find happiness.
All right, Confucius.
If you want to find happiness, come to a cave.
That's
Come to
it.
a cave.
Oh, my
Win in the
God.
cave, buddy. That's where you find happiness.
I love winning in the cave. Second
So-
time round, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to, kind of delegate where the funds are going to be. How much do you think be worth it to send a team to India for prize money?
How much worth it? You mean to get people to pay for their own tickets to go to India
Yeah,
to race?
yeah.
Or you want to bring people there? Bringing people there
Well,
is going to
no,
help.
Well, bring,
Bringing
but
people
that's
there is going to help.
Like
They-
more than the
they-
money,
they-
prize money, you should bring people there.
they've
If
well.
they want to open up, you know?
Yeah, I that's a great point, though. I mean, if you said, okay, you're
Wait
not
a minute.
gonna
Are we
win.
in America?
Yeah,
But chop 50 grand off that prize pool
Right.
and bring 8 teams.
right.
There you go.
Everyone's happy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's what the money you need for 8
That
teams.
sounds like socialism to me.
That's what you need for 8 teams, though.
We're in
You need
America,
50
damn
grand. Yeah. Something like,
Like,
that.
you don't have to answer this question.
Okay.
To bring your team, how much funding would you want?
No, to get over there, we
Yeah.
just want tickets and hotel, man. That's it.
That's it?
That's
Yeah.
it. It's not an
Sounds-
expense.
yeah.
Really, when an event is 150K,
right.
that's not really an expense. Get us there. We're there. We are the guys waiting for you.
What about like a 70% discount on ticket prices?
Yeah, see,
Oh, you could probably search the internet. You probably get a deal.
that's it.
He wants all expenses.
45-hour
Must be an
flight,
app for
8
that.
hour stop over here, 8 hour stop over here. Nah, man, done that before.
Well, let's go back to the original question.
We tried. I'm sorry, Ryan.
I'm in the process of allocating where the prize money is going to go. You know,
Okay,
I don't like this single big payout for first
No,
place.
that's not good. Yeah.
right because people got to pay for their plane tickets.
I tell you what,
So,
that
I mean, that's
race
one way to look at it. Is, if you can spread that money down the line,
Yep.
and it helps offset your
Top
traveling
16
costs. I
or
mean, but that's the
something? Yeah.
incentive to win. There's no. It's like. Actually, I shouldn't mention. I don't want to get any other pilots in trouble. But
Dude, a trophy is the incentive.
there's
to
no
win.
incentive
Yeah.
to compete if you already got your trip paid for.
No, there is, for
No,
sure.
there's not.
Why?
No, because now you're in vacation mode. Oh yeah, I'm been paid to be here. Screw that.
Not
I want
our
you
team.
hungry.
Not our team.
I want you fighting. I
Oh,
want
yeah.
you fighting for that money. I want you to earn it.
No, for real. Not our team. If
I
you
thought
get
we
us
were
there,
doing
we're going to
that
push.
already.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious that
my
the
answer
teams
is-
want money, but what can you do? What can you give them to say to
Okay,
their
you know what?
sponsors to say, you know
Go
what,
to Canada.
it's worth it?
Go to Canada, and you get if you want funding for an event, the government gives you money. You get a grant. In America, if you want funding, you got to go out and raise it yourself through
But can
private
their
individuals,
sponsors get
organizations.
PR sponsorship with India? Like if Team Canada go, they get their sponsors onto the labels or the banners.
Oh, we
for
can make
free.
deals like that. I'm always open for deals.
Yeah, see,
Well,
that
you got to
would,
get their sponsors something if they're going to pay for the trip.
if you can show us that we
Thank
can
you,
show
brother.
our sponsors
This one too.
Well, you know what?
who's seeing what. Like, if we're going to India,
Wherever you want.
You know what? How about this? Why don't you all smoke Platinum Vape, and I'll get you a hell of a sponsor.
yeah. I want that beef jerky guy, man.
I heard that. Oh no, man! You want to go Platinum
Hard
Vape?
time beef
Oh, yeah?
jerky.
Platinum Vape is like business class.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Business class.
Oh, he'll fly
business
you
class.
business class.
Right.
We don't need that. We
Dude.
just need a couch or, that's all we need. We're just dudes. We want to
Ryan
fly and
just
have
wants
fun.
to fly.
I just want to
room.
fly. I want to go around the
You're
world.
not, you're
room
not, you're
and
not
four-
getting me,
four-
are you? You have a big sponsor right beside you,
Oh, hello.
and you're
I didn't even
and
know.
today you're a winner, right?
We would
You're-
love
you're the
Platinum
win-
Vape as our sponsorship, actually. Oh, hey, Skip. How are you?
A little slow on
Skip,
the
you better
uptake.
start
Yeah,
running.
I know.